Hello everyone, I am Akshat Kakkar, pursuing BTech in ICT, Information and Communication Technology in Marwari University. This is basically a report on Power BI, which is a statistical analysis tool under the subject of probability and statistics. So I have done analysis of Olympics athletes. So reasons for selection of Power BI. We have many reasons, but the main are listed. Power BI is the easiest tool in the statistical analysis, and we just need to load the data in the tool and perform different operations on it, as we can visualize many charts and graphs based on our data. And Power BI desktop version for a new learner is available free of cost in Microsoft Store. So that is one more advantage, and we just need to download it and play with the tool. So this is the logo of Power BI. Okay, so now let's start Power BI from page 1. So let's insert a new page. This would be our first page when we start Power BI. This field expanded, and background set to a normal white background which we use. So this would be the first screen which would, we would see when we start Power BI. So now how to load data. So now Power BI supports many versions of data such as Excel, BI data sets, BI data flow, data server, SQL, and many more. If you want to see the list, you click on more. Okay. So this many types of data are supported by Power BI tool. We can connect any of them and then load our data. I have loaded an Excel sheet of loaded the Excel sheet of athletics, which contains this many attributes. So now again load one. Again we can load one data. Excel. Now suppose we are loading a sample data. So now these are the data available in sample data. We use table 1. So this is the table 1 data, then instructions, my links, sales orders, and sample numbers. Now suppose we don't want to directly load the data, but we want to edit some of this data. So we can click on edit button. It is taking some time. Okay. So here we can edit our data. From table 1. So now here we can see that sometimes there are unnecessary. It is good for us human beings that total is also mentioned, but for Power BI it is a small thing to take a total. So whenever the total is needed, we can directly calculate it in Power BI. So don't need this column, and some of the cells like in instructions, these cells are null, so we can delete this column. In this whole column, my links, some of the cells are null, so we can delete that column, etc. So here we can have transform and replace values and pivot columns and everything, split columns, etc. Add and remove columns, index, and start diagnostics and help. So now transfer, so we can reverse rows and etc. So we can do multiple things over here to edit our data and clear our data if our data is a mixture. And we can see now we cancel this because we don't want this data. Okay. Now we start from page one. When we load our data, uh, suppose I have loaded a table of Olympic athletics. The data in it is loaded over here, and we can see. Okay, so now we have already loaded our data in the query and editing and cleaning. We have performed editing and cleaning with transform data if we want to perform, or we can directly uh, click the load button and we can load the data. Now visualizations. After loading our data, we can make charts and graphs for analysis. And there are many visual offered by Power BI like chart, bar plot, and everything. Google Map, and we can implement them just by clicking on the item and drag and drop the fields. So now let's see this. So this is a stack bar chart, stack column chart. This is a pie chart, donut shape. This is the map. This is the field map, etc. This is the card, etc. So now I implemented here what visualizations. So in visualizations, I have selected the bar plot, the stack column chart, and then we defined x-axis as country, and the value that is the y-axis as total medal. So we can analyze that how which country has get how many medals. So now we can also apply filters over here. So I have applied one filter over here that if the country has less than 1,000 and more than 100 number of total medals, then only we include the country over here. So filters are also available for each and every graph and each and every plot over here. And in countries also we can see that if we want to suppose we want to select only Afghanistan and Algeria, we want to perform analysis on this. So we can see that in Algeria there are total medals 8, and in Afghanistan there are total medals 2. In Argentina there is total medals 41. So like this we can perform. So this is an total chart. Now if we again filter that is less than 1,000 and greater than or equal to 100. So again we will recover our data. So now if we click then Russia and total medals 8. Now just we want to see that there are how many gold, silver, bronze and total medals. So we can put cards over here. That is the card. Okay, this is the card. And we can specify the value over here at data fields. So we can specify the value. Suppose we had gold medals over here. Okay, 3143 gold medals, but this is already implemented, so I will delete this thing. So now when we click on any country, like we want to click Russia, so this card value will change because Russia is having 234 gold medals, 221 silver, 313 bronze, and the total medals with available with Russia is 768. Now we want Canada. So once 68, 98, 104, and total medals 370 respectively. So by this we can use cards in the visualizations. Okay. Now let's go to page 2. Okay. Now we can insert the shapes for designing. So we can insert the shapes for designing. Like I have inserted here the square for just for designing. Uh, we can have all these steps, that is fill, color fill, and transparency, and outline and text and row, shadow, and all these types of uh, designing options for that shapes. We can also implement buttons. Now, what is a button? Like we implement the right arrow. So these buttons are used to navigate, and they also have some other processes. Now, take this button. So now we suppose that there is an action in the page navigation, destination to page 3. Okay. So now when we click this button, we will be navigated to page 3. So this is another way how to control click. Okay. So now we are on the page 3. Okay, let's go to the page. These charts are the scatter plot and the line area which are covered. In the scatter plot, we have the age. So according to age and the total medals. So total medals. So we can see over here that 15%, that is 807 of total medals are available for age group of 24. For 26 there are 765, for 25 there are 763, and so on. So now I have applied a filter that for age. So filter is of three types, that is advanced filtering, basic filtering, and top end. I have here top 7 items. So we here we can see that top 7, bottom 7, etc. So I have implemented top 7 items of total medals. So the total of whichever age group would be more, the first 7 groups will be here implemented in pie chart. So this was the filter. Now advanced filtering. In advanced filtering, we can have the value that is less than and greater than, which we have implemented ahead in the bar plot. In basic filtering, we can select the age group. Let's suppose we want to study the age group of 35, 36, 31, 32, and 30. So we can plot this graph like this. So you can do this. And then now let's come to the line chart. So line chart, that is also age versus total medals. So here we can see that the total medals that are 24, sorry, the age 24 have total member of a total medals of 807. And here I have implemented top 10. So top 10 values, that is 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, and 21. So they are implemented, and this is the line area chart, stack area chart, we can say. Now let's go to the next page using this button. Now this is the scatter plot. Scatter plot, we specify the x-axis as country. So country, and country we have, there are many countries. So again we have selected top 10 countries of top total medals. And then on y-axis we have silver medals, that number of silver medals gained by particular country. So now suppose we want to take two sports in consideration, that is athletics and basketball. Here I have taken two sports in consideration with the help of this filtering only, that is athletics and basketball. So now for Australia, we can say that the sports for sport athletics, silver medals won by Australia is 10. And for basketball, the silver medal won by Australia is 36. And so on and so forth, we can do with the scatter plot. We can increase anything like we want to see for cycling also. So just we can take cycling and then the graph will already be plotted. We can do this. We use for gymnastics, for handball, etc. And we can use a scatter plot. Next, page 4. Okay, so this is a new type of graph which I learned. This is known as the tree map. In tree map, we just okay, in tree map, we need to specify the group, that is sport. So we can have a tree map of a sport. We can have the countries and the total medals. So now we can see that for rowing, Great Britain has 80 medals. For the same sport, Australia has 61 medals. United States has 60 medals, etc. For badminton, China has 44 medals. Now, this was also filtered like if the total medals are more than 100 and less than 40, then only we will include, because many a times there are only one or two medals won by any country, and they may disturb the statistical analysis of our data. So we can have this filtering for proper visualization of our data in any of the graphs or chart. So sport fencing, Italy has 57 medals. So only Italy is there between total number of medals, which is between 40 to 100 in fencing. So this is a tree map which is a new thing for me. Okay. This is a donut chart. I have done this as country name, and the values specified is gold medals. Now gold medals, I have specified that which is greater than or equal for country. It is specified filtering basic, advanced, and top for gold medals also. So now greater than or equal to 100, it is specified. So there are, for China there is 234. For United States, there are total number of gold medal is 552, etc. So we have this many countries, we have more than or equal to 100 gold medals. Okay, this is again a statistical data of funnel type shape. So here it is like the total medals are 530 and from China. Uh, Australia 609, Germany 629, Russia 768, and United States 1312. There are total. So we have divided. I have divided that is top 5. If you want top 10, then we can just change its value from 5 to 10 and apply filter. So we can get the 10 values, that is here. And here we can see that it is in K. So if you want to change this, we can percentage of grand total. count. Changing. Okay, so now it is changed to 0.29K, 0.29, etc. Okay, so now 1.1K, now it shows the real values and it gives an increasing order. If you want 7 levels, then you can put here 7 and apply filter. So first 7 will be there. And so we can also add text box and buttons and shapes and images, etc. here from Power BI. Now map. Hmm. This is a whole. This is a world map. It is implemented from here. Size is count of sport. So we have seen that USA has the highest number of medals. So why? Because the sport count is 40. Sport count is 40 means USA participates in total 40 games in the Olympics. And for India, if we see, it is only 5. And for Sri Lanka, it is 1. For Australia, it is 24. For Russia, 35. For China, 31. And we can see a different types. That is which country participates in how many sports games in Olympics. So this chart is given like that. And now we want to compare two countries, that is United States and Russia, for with the number of gold medals and age, means which age group gives total number of gold medals. So in Russia, for the age group of 22, Russia has 3 gold medals, but United States has 15 gold medals. But here we can see that this is the same for age group of 30. Russia has 3 medals and United States. So we can conclude that for age group of 30, the people in Russia and United States does the same practice for Olympics and are same capable. So like that we can perform statistical analysis of different types over here. Okay. Now let's again go to our report, that is visualization we have covered. Analytics, yes. Let's see analytics. Now suppose this is a bar plot which is selected. Now I want to see that how many countries are having total number of medals that is more than 200. So if this plot is not visible to me clearly, see this the value, this is 192, but it looks that it is 200. So we can have the filter, or we can have the analysis. So I can add one constant line over here of value 200 and color black. Okay. So now we can see that the Spain has nearly 200, or we can say 205. And now we can see that this Norway is less than our line. So we can have our line like this solid. So we cannot classify Norway with having more than or equal to 200. And like this, we can also do analysis behind and front, two labels. Data label, we can see the text value, etc. Here we can modify. Okay, so now let's go to the report format. So formatting is done to make it more readable and more interesting. Suppose this is the gold medal. So data label and category, title, suppose background. This is the background of gold medal. We can change it to suppose Okay, so the background of gold medal is changed. So like this, we can perform editing over here. For graphs also we can perform. Suppose you have this graph, we can change the background color if you don't like this. Okay, so we can do, we can have a border for it, radius and color black. We can have a border tooltip, etc. Plot area, the names of y-axis and x-axis. If we off this, we can see that there is only country specified in x-axis, and when we on, the names of country would be visible. Okay. Yeah. Fields. These are the fields which we just drag and drop to see any report. Okay. Field. So fields are for this axis. In axis we have country, and in the value we have total medal. So there are different fields for different charts. Like for this, we have only one field, that is uh, how many, what is the total number. So we have only one field, that is gold medal. And here we can say that some average minimum we can count this on. Filters we have already, that is there are three types of filters: advanced, basics, and top. We have already implemented all the filters over here. Designing. So designing part of you, we can have the UI more more good, and we can enhance the user experience for designing, and light background, and we can have text boxes and navigation commands, and navigation buttons and comments and etc. for it. Now the live database. Now this is an interesting thing to know. The best thing of this is one of the best things and most important things, which is live database. Now suppose your database which is continuously changing from time to time. Suppose we are analyzing a COVID report, so it will change daily. So now we want to do perform analysis on COVID, then how we can do it. So just when we modify our data in the Excel sheet or any other database, and after that we just need to click the refresh button. This refresh button works in such a way that it modifies the database that is preloaded in Power BI, as well as it also modifies the charts and graphs which we have already implemented in Power BI. Yeah, and then we can directly analyze the data. So now available and new measures for defining that there are many measures, as we have seen: standard deviation, sum, variance, mean, median, mode, etc. Here we can see all the measures: sum, average, minimum, count, distance, etc. But now we want to add one more measure, so we can click on add new measure or create new measure, and then we can just aggregate, take this star rating and all the things. So these are the measures. We can also predefine measures by our way. That is a new measure we can add. We can also add a new column, and if suppose we have deleted the row of total models, and we can add the new column and we can calculate it in Power BI. So now this is the sum average. Question answers. This one is also the most important tool of Power BI. Now suppose in page 6, we have implemented the graph. And now I want to question my tool. So question and answers. Okay, preparing question and answer. So I want to ask that which which country participates in max number of sports. So we can see here, it shows us that we have to implement a stacked bar chart, and we can see here that United States participates in 40, Germany 37, Russia 35, and so on. We have this many types of country. So we can do question and answers like this over here, and we can get suggestions from Power BI. This is an AI tool of Power BI. Now, let's delete it. Okay, so now conclusion. The Power BI is very powerful and most popular tool used professionally for data analysis and data up to hundreds of millions of length. Our data was small, but hundreds of millions of length of data is supported by these tools, and it has numerous features, out of which some were listed and explained by me. We can draw any chart and graph by just drag and drop the field from our database, and we can also define new measures if needed to analyze the data. And now charts and graphs are modified according to the modified data after pressing the refresh button if we have live database. And we can also get suggestions from Power BI with the AI and with the help of the question and answers. Now, these are the screenshot attached for the simulation that is performed. Still a lot to learn from this tool, but this was the basic starting. So thank you, CDP sir, for this opportunity. I was guided by Chandra C. Parmar sir, our subject faculty for probability and statistics subject in SEM 4, and also our HOD of our department ICT. So thank you for listening me patiently, and till there are many things which we can learn from this Power BI tool. Like key influencer, we can run an AI that what is the key influencer for the total number of models won. So we can say that it is the number of game participants. As America participates in 40 games, it would get more number of medals than India, as India just participates in 5 sports. So we can have like this, and we have many more features. Okay. Thank you everyone for listening.